Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emily, and in today's video I will be sharing with you this card that I created with the latest release from Trinity Stamps. This video is a part of a video hop, and also you can find an Instagram hop to celebrate all of the new goodies that will be available today. So I'm using the snow stacks, and this is a really cute pile of snowmans that are building sort of a Christmas tree. So I thought this was a really fun one to use, and also perfect for the technique that I am going to use today. So first off, I took my stamp and I prepped it. You can see I run my hand along it a couple of times just to get rid of all of the residues from making the stamp. And also now I'm stamping it with some Memento black ink. And that is one of my favorite inks to use when I am going to be using alcohol-based markers when I'm coloring. So I'm using a combination of Ola marker as well as Copic markers. You could use whatever alcohol markers you have in your stash. If you are using a different medium, let's say that you are going to be using watercolors for coloring this in, that would be super cute and also really easy to do. I would choose a different ink to stamp my image with, an ink pad that is better with that. So I just wanted to point that out. So depending on what medium you are going to be using, you will also be switching your ink for stamping. So I'm just going around creating a couple of different like this one is gonna be teal, and then I'm gonna have some pink, and I'm gonna go around and I'm going to be trying to include the entire rainbow. I think that is fun just to get some different colors. Otherwise I think this would be quite plain card, since my snowmans are going to be mainly white. So yeah, that was just my thought process behind the color choices, that I wanted them to really be bold and standing out. And I also like that you don't need to have too many markers in the same color family for creating this. So I think I only used 2 markers, one darker and one lighter, for all of the shades for my project. And of course I gave them rosy cheeks. I know that probably isn't the most realistic one, but hey, I think that is really cute. Then I used the coordinating dies and cut this cute little image out. For the background, I took a piece of green teal, I should say, cardstock from my stash, and then I'm taking some snow flowers, I think this is called. It's from Picket Fence Studios. I hope it's still around, I don't know, but otherwise you could use some other medium, but this is one of my really go-to when it comes to white paste. It has a little shimmer, which I think is very beautiful when I'm creating snowflakes like this. So here you go, you get the big reveal, and I think that is always so magical. The stencil I used was the shacked, I think, background. It's an add-on and it's called Snowflakes, really cute. For my pop-up for the front of my card, I'm going to create this one. So I have a half inch, and then 1 inch that I'm scoring, and then one more time a half inch, and then I will cut the rest of the paper off. And this is the width of my card base. So I hope this makes sense. I have created cards like this in the past, so please check those out if you think this is going too fast. This is actually real time, so I think you probably are going to see exactly what I'm doing here. But you can see I'm just gonna fold along the score lines that I just created, and this will be to the back, so I could have this in the front of my card, on front of my the front page or whatever I'm gonna call it for my card today. So you can see this is super cute, and it's really an easy interactive card to create. So this didn't take too much time, and I think this is something everybody could create. And you can see how cute that will be when it's standing on top of that. For making this even cuter, I will actually take the rest of that paper that is perfect width of my card front, and I will cut it into a snowbank. So I'm just gonna hold it. You can see here, sorry, my camera is a little bit unfocused. Now it's better. So I'm gonna take this, I'm just gonna take my scissor and cut a snowbank, so it doesn't have to be perfect, and I think that turned out super sweet, and we can have our snowmans on the front of that. It isn't that noticeable, but I really think it makes a difference that this isn't just the white paper. I hope you like that idea too. For making this a little bit more sturdy, I actually cut 2 more pieces of the same snowman. So you can see here on screen that I'm just stacking these, and it will give a lot of stability to my card front. And this is the main focal point for my card, so I really want this to be nice. For the sentiment, I pulled out a one from the set I just shared with the snowman, the snow stacks, and I'm just using white pigment ink to ink this down, and I will also go back and do some white heat embossing on top of that. So you can see this is really cute, and of course there is a coordinating sentiment for all of Trinity's, I'm not sure, but I think all of Trinity's sort of stamps has coordinating dies, which I really like when I'm creating. So I cut mine out using those dies. You can see I got a perfect impression. I am taking that background that now has fully dried. I'm taking our pop-up mechanism and just attaching that to the front of my card. And you can see here how cute this is, and then we can have our snowman and the sentiment. And of course we shouldn't forget our snowbank here. So there we go, it's starting to come together. And we have our snowmans, making sure it's not going too far up when I am pressing this down, and this will actually fit into a standard envelope, so that is really nice. I'm going around with a white gel pen just to give it some highlight, and it always looks a little bit more finished when you do this touch, I think. And that pretty much finished off our card for today. Please don't forget that this video is a part of a video hop, so go check out the rest of the release. I will have links down below for all of the products that I used in this video, and also to that hop. So thank you so much for stopping by. I will be back soon with some more content from the latest release from Trinity Stamp, and thank you again. See you soon. Bye!